Now, after this, the first sheet will develop is income sheet. We had 3 channels, remember? Okay. What I have to do is number of phones sold in that given channel, in that given month, multiply by my selling price, not cost. Selling price. So, if you see the formula, I am just multiplying and dividing by lakh. So, number of phones sold in that given month. You remember we had taken assumption in that channel, kitne phone bikenge? So, in 7 months we were selling some 10 phones, right? Multiply by assumption में हमने दिया हुआ at what price we are going to sell the phone. It was some 3677. कोई ऐसा कुछ था, right? 3277, not 327, right? So, both this number I have to multiply. Simple है, मैथमेटिक्स अरिथमेटिक है, स्कूल में पढ़ा था हम लोग ने, right? Of course, I divide by lakh because I want the number to come in lakhs. Okay. So ये this goes on, right? ये पहले 12 महीने का मेरा revenue आ गया. Similarly now, revenue from mobile stores and revenue from telco galleries. Okay, which was to start from 16th month. Okay, and this keeps on for a total 60 months का मेरा ये total revenue. The last band which you see, the yellow band, is the total revenue of that month, right? तीनों channel का total बोल के मेरा revenue. Is that clear? All right. So far so good here. This is clear. Now similarly, so expense पे आ जाते हैं अभी. Great. Now expense sheet. The first let's start with salary. You remember in the HR sheet we had already calculated the salary every month. So salary, you see this here equal to HR. So directly comes from HR sheet, right? Then travel. Okay. Now travel में there are 2 travel. One is international travels and local travel. So first let's take international. Now your number of trip. So I assume that I mean not assume मेरे को चौथे महीने में when I start my business today at the 4th month I'll have to go to travel. So एक trip यहाँ पे आ गया. Then after 2 months I'll have to make one more trip. And after 3 months I'll have to take one more trip. And then every 6 months I'll be taking one trip. So every 6 months you'll notice I put one. This was my assumption. So, you see this, moment I put 1, so my international trip cost goes to 1 lakh rupees, that cost goes to 2 lakh rupees here. Where this 2 lakh comes from? So, assumption में 2 लाख डाला था मैंने, multiply by number of trips, 2 लाख आ गया इधर. अगर एक ही महीने में 2 ट्रिप अगर एक्सपेक्टेड है तो इधर मैं 2 डालूंगा तो 4 हो जाएगा. If I put 2 year तो उधर 4 लाख हो गया ये. Clear है? Or let's say if 2% are traveling, then I'll put 2 year. Right? So, okay, now, so ये first साल. Now in 16 month, now it becomes 2.20. Why it has become 2.20? 10% inflation लग गया. So every year, whenever I'm traveling, so every expense now, what I've done, I put in a formula, for every expense I add 10% year on year. Clear? So in further अगर if I see, so from 2.2 ये 2.4 हो गया अभी. Again 10% add हो गया. Local travel. You remember we had decided what we had decided in the assumption sheet? 5% of the salary. Very good. So you see here, ये if you see the formula, सीधा formula लगा हुआ है 5% जो assumption sheet में decide था multiply by this multiply by 5% which is there in the assumption sheet. It comes to 1000 rupees. 22,000 का 5% is around 1000 rupees, right? And this goes on, and then my every month on month my local travel cost goes up depending on the people I have. Direct relationship है. The local travel is direct relationship to the number of people I'm going to have. That's a salary bill. Then kids phone. Okay, now in a revenue I've taken a total selling price. So I have to now consider cost price as part of my expense. Okay, so cost of goods sold, kids phone. Now this amount, what will be this amount? Total number of phones sold multiplied by my cost price. Cost price we have already worked out. This is my cost price 2621. So month on month, whatever phone I'm selling, उसके हिसाब से number of phones sold multiplied by my cost price. Great. Hosting. Remember we had taken 1000 rupees per month. Great. So you remember that. So ये directly यहाँ आ गया. Okay. Then office rent. Now what I'm doing is, and I'd assumed that in 4th month I'll require office. When I start my business today, when we decide formally आज चालू करना है, my cost starts today. But by the time I set up everything, it's going to be जगह देखूंगा. 4th month I am going to take office. Okay. How much office I'm going to take? 750 square feet. Right? Remember we had taken a rent assumption 125 square feet. Right? So 94,000 rupees comes as my monthly rental. Right? Now, as my staff grows, I may require a bigger space. As my staff grows, you remember in the 60th month, we saw how many people were there? 127. Am I going to fit 127 in 750 square feet? No. So as my staff grows, generally, the rule is, my rule is 25 square feet per person. Or 20 square feet per person, roughly. Mota, roughly. So अगर 750 square feet है, how many people can I accommodate maximum? About 30 people, roughly. Right? After 30 people, I require a bigger office. Okay. So moment in my HR sheet, when I see in this month I touch 30, I need to take bigger office. So somewhere, okay, there it is. In 19th month, I am taking bigger office. Now when I take bigger office, again my rent goes up. Right? And okay, 94,000 rupees. Again here also if you say inflation 10%, inflation yeah generally ये rate होता है ना कि office में every year there's escalation. Okay. So same thing here. Communication. What was decided? What was the assumption we had taken? 500 rupees per employee. Right? So depending on number of employee, ये मेरा communication cost आ रहा है. उनका मोबाइल बिल, उनका इंटरनेट, उनका टेलीफोन जो भी है, पर पर्सन 500 रुपये का खर्चा पकड़ लो आप. इलेक्ट्रिक बिल. Remember we had taken how much? 18 rupees per square feet in the assumption. Okay. Multiply by what is the area we have taken? 750. So मेरा ये 14,000 रुपये का बिल आ गया इलेक्ट्रिक का. Then marketing. Now today I cannot decide what kind of, for 5 years, for next 5 years I cannot decide each and every marketing completely how much where I am going to spend where. But I can budget, right? So I have done a budget that from 6 months my PR spend would be 1 lakh rupees per month and my marketing budget is going to be 3 lakh rupees per month. Okay. Then it goes to 10 lakh rupees per month and 3 lakh rupees per month PR, which comes to 13 lakh rupees per month. You see this top line? Okay. And then it goes to 25 lakh rupees towards marketing budget and 5 lakh rupees towards PR, so total 30 lakh rupees per month. And then starts going down. So initially I will start increasing, have a marketing budget which is going up, and then gradually once my brand is established, word of mouth spreads, people, there is a sales channel which is already doing their business, their work. So I start bringing in my marketing budget. From 30 lakh I bring down to 18 and then 10 last 1 year. Is that clear? Then professional charges. Now in every business you require some professional's help, right? You require auditors, you require CA, you may require lawyer, whatever. Some professional helps are required from outsider, right? So I have taken 25,000 rupees per month. Then from second year onwards, 1 lakh rupees per month. Then 2 lakh rupees per month. Then 3 lakh rupees per month. It keeps on growing. As my business grows, I will require more and more. I may require consultants per month.
You're increasing the cost per month in month. But I would say if I have seen a lot of companies, they have only one CA, or probably one CA actually doing a lot of work for many companies, and even the same lawyer can be your lawyer for, even if your business is growing up, they can still support you. So any particular reason you had in mind in adding?
Yeah, because as my business grows, if you see my business, if you see my revenue is growing, as my business is growing, I may require more and more consultants. It's not only, it's a profession, not only CL, I may require a consultant for CRM, I may require a consultant for software, I may require, so there are a lot of areas where you may require outside help. I may want to do rebranding. Okay, then depreciation right now, what I've done is I deliberately removed all this to keep it simple. So depreciation abhi bhul jao, don't get into the depreciation right now at this stage which you are. Okay, then miscellaneous. So what I've done is there are some miscellaneous costs, Xerox, stapler, pin, Huh? Sundry expenses, yeah. And there are some unplanned expenditure which are not planned but aa jate hai kharche. Okay. So I have done 25,000 rupees per month. Both each of them are taken 20,000 rupees per month, and then I have taken from 13th month I have taken 1 lakh rupees per month each. Then I have taken 2 lakh rupees per month each. Then 3 lakh rupees per month each. Again, so I went on increasing 1 lakh rupees every month. Both miscellaneous and unplanned. Again, please don't go on numbers. It's up to you. And in this expense list, if you can, whatever you can add, if you feel like repairs and maintenance, 5% of the computer whatever I spend every year on year you can, or 5%, 10%, you can add as a separate line item. I have not added, but you can say repairs and maintenance 10% of my computer's cost. So कहने का मतलब है, this is up to you how much expense you can think of. This is, I have put a simple list for you guys. There could be more. And the more you elaborate, the better, in fact. Right? He just said repairs of computer. So इतने कोई मुझको strike हो गया, हाँ repairs and maintenance आ सकता है. Is this so far so good? Income sheet बन गई, expense sheet बन गई, assumption में से. Now capex. What is capex? Capital expenditure, right? So computers. You remember we had assumed that for every 2/3 people I'll have one PC per okay. So जो भी मेरे लोग, as I'm hiring people, उसका 2/3 people should have a PC, right? So depending on the number of recruits, so let's say in month 7, I think there must be 2 recruits. Remember we had taken per PC, what is the cost we had taken? 25,000 rupees, sorry. 25,000 rupees was the cost per PC. So that's why there could be 2 recruits in that month. So that's why they are यहाँ पे 50,000 आ गया. Then computer software. Remember we had taken 15,000 rupees for official copies of the computer software. Okay, so again 30,000 rupees for 2 pieces हो गए. Okay, and that as and when recruitment होता होगा, that time as a computers we keep on buying, right? Okay, then I may require server, not now but down the line I may require a server. In, let's say in 13th month I decide to have my own server. I put a cost of 2 lakh rupees for that server. Okay, and then because I'm buying a server, so I require software on the server side also, official copies. So 3 lakh रुपए मैंने और डाल दिया. Now this figure could be wrong. It could be 10 lakhs, it could be 5 lakhs, it could be 15 lakhs. Please don't go on numbers. This is what I just put for you guys right now. Okay, you build your actual number. You go and vet it out in the market, talk to vendors, check it out, what kind of server you require, what is the cost of the server, what kind of software you may require, and you may put actual cost. Clear hai? Okay, and then perhaps I may need to upgrade a server or may want to buy. So again, what I done, year on year I put that the same cost. I didn't do a vetting. So अभी आपके लिए मैंने डाल के रखा है कि हर साल मेरे को कुछ 2 लाख रुपया खर्चा और सर्वर साइड और हार्डवेयर साइड और 3 लाख का खर्चा मेरे को उसका सॉफ्टवेयर का आने वाला है. Actually, you can go and talk to vendor and which you are supposed to do and put the actual number here. Clear? Then business software. Now, as your business grows, you require more and more software. So you just can't work on tele. You require a lot of software to manage. You require software to manage your HR. You may require software to manage your operations. You may require software to manage your CRM. You may require software to manage your others. So complete ERP. Okay. So all that software. So what I've done is, now I do not know how my requirement is going to come up and what is the going to cost. So I have put flat 2 lakh rupees per month towards my cost of software. So हर महीने whether I am going to develop in-house, whether I am going to procure from somewhere else, whatever, एक flat 2 लाख रुपया per month मैंने डाल दिया है. You may even put it, you can, instead of putting flat, you may even put it across per unit sold. You can decide it. For every unit sold, maybe 10 rupees per unit आप खाली सॉफ्टवेयर में डालोगे. तो जितना यूनिट्स बिक रहे इतना आपका सॉफ्टवेयर भी इतना अपना. So what is up to your decision, how you want to put it across. Clear? Then remember we had taken office equipment 100 rupees per square feet. In month 4 we had taken 750 square feet place. So 75,000 rupees is towards my cost of office equipment. If you feel this is higher, you can always reduce it. Instead of 100, you can take 50 rupees. And then you remember we had taken in 19th month, we had taken additional 750. So we had taken 1,500, right? So वापस मेरे को additional cost आएगा, cabling, शेबलिंग सब, तो मेरा वापस वो 75,000 rupees आ गया the cost. Clear? And there could be perhaps more also. So somewhere further, I think, at 37 month in a expense, I think there is a bigger office still being taken based on the number of employees I'm having. Then furniture and fixture. Remember we had taken 1,500 rupees per square feet ओके सो 11.25 लाख में पूरे सब मेरे जो भी फर्नीचर लगना, टेबल, चेयर, कैबिन, AC, वॉटर आई एम रिक्वायर, वो सब इसमें आ गया. Again, when I am taking a bigger office, so again that time I will require additional cost, and again when I am taking one more bigger office, again there will be an additional cost. Product development. Now this product, that kids phone, is not readily available. I mean, it's a more of a hardware and a lot of software. Okay, so that cost was coming to me 8 lakh rupees that time. Okay, so that cost of 2 lakh rupees per month was my cost towards the development. उसको हर महीने में 2 लाख दूंगा, 4 महीने में मेरे को पूरा प्रोडक्ट जैसे मेरे को चाहिए वो बना के देगा मेरे इन माई फॉर्मेट द वे आई वांट. क्लियर है? दैट्स अ प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट कॉस्ट. देन वेबसाइट का भी मैंने एक 50 रुपया टुवर्ड्स द डेवलपमेंट. सो 25 फर्स्ट मंथ एंड 25 एडवांस एंड 25 ऑन डिलीवरी. 2 महीने मेरा वेबसाइट रेडी हो जाएगा. क्लियर है? एनी डाउट इन दिस? एज फार एज स्ट्रक्चर इज कंसर्न, एनी डाउट? You can develop this structure for yourself? Lovely, very good. So, अगर इतना हो गया ना, your lot of work is done. Comes important sheet is cash flow.